Well, after David De Gea putting out that third goal howler that saw United really concede 3-0 away in Sevilla, most of the United OBs have gone ahead to really criticize him, but Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to stand with his goalkeeper known as David De Gea. Happy Eid to all my Muslim friends. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's a Friday. Erik ten Hag press conference coming up later. I think it was recorded, and I think we're going to react to it like 2 or 3 hours from now. Then we are going to go ahead and really come up with the match preview of United versus Brighton. I think that's going to happen tomorrow. The game is going to be played on Sunday, but I think later we'll come up with that match preview because we are playing Brighton on Sunday. Semi-finals of the FA Cup. United is playing Brighton away at Wembley. So we are going to Wembley, but obviously as a wounded lion, you know. So we can't wait to fight back and obviously find ourselves in the finale of the FA Cup. So let's see ourselves smashing the like button close to 100 to really keep pushing. Now the first person to come in through and really slate David De Gea has been Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes has gone ahead to say that David De Gea is a fantastic goalkeeper, but he's not a fantastic footballer. We saw his pass to Harry Maguire. It's not a bad pass, and I know Maguire wanted it, but you have to know, you have to know how to read the situation. But for me, I don't agree with Paul Scholes because we've seen clips of Rafael Varane, Luke Shaw, you get Lindelof, and Lisandro Martinez in such a situation this season when David De Gea has gone ahead to really pass the ball to them in such a situation when they are really swamped up and pressed up by two or three players, and they just make a very good turn and obviously pass the ball to the other side, either to the left back or to the midfielder or to the left side. So to me, I find that a very, very nonsensical argument coming in from Paul Scholes. You know, Harry Maguire would have taken a half turn, you know, he would have really half scanned, because if at all you are a defender or any player that receives the ball, especially in the midfield, you have to first scan, you know, your scans have to be on, you know. And I'm asking myself, this is the Paul Scholes who always talked up, who told Scott McTominay that when you're playing the midfield, you have to keep your side mirrors on, you have to scan. Now, why doesn't he come out and say and tell Harry Maguire the same thing, that in such a situation you have to go ahead and really scan? I know Paul Scholes, if at all he was the one in that position, would he have done what Maguire did? No, he wouldn't, because we saw Paul Scholes as one of the most press-resistant players in the team of Manchester United that really played under Sir Alex Ferguson a lot. So I think they are just trying to protect their Englishman, but Harry Maguire is into the mud. He's into the mud. In the public court, he can't convince anyone that he had to go ahead and really do that shit. You know, it's uncalled for, and he costed us that goal, not David De Gea, because the moment you call for that ball, that give it to me, that means you know to eat that. There are 3 players around you, but they are a distance away from you, and if at all you get that ball, you need to act quick. Did Harry Maguire act quick? He didn't, and it costed that goal. So to me, I don't believe in that analogy being sold by Paul Scholes. It's really wrong. David De Gea, I blame him for the third goal. It was his responsibility, and he just had a poor control of the ball. That's it. So he's the one to blame, and obviously for the first goal, I don't blame him. Even the corner, I've seen someone coming out and saying that I blame him for the second goal. The man gets a free header, he heads it, it's a looping header, you know. How do you expect him to save it? Some pundits are really having certain agendas they're still pushing, but to me, I think they won't go their way. You know, pundits have their own thoughts about the game of football, as I'm having mine, but they don't put certain things in consideration. You know, looks like David De Gea should be saving every game. Sorry, every ball that goes to his goal mouth or goal face. Then Owen Hargreaves had the following to say about David De Gea. He said he's been a great servant to the club and won Player of the Year how many times, but he isn't great with his feet, and it showed today. You know, these pundits just lack what to say, you know? And I think these are moments they are just waiting to see and obviously slate the goalkeeper. You know, I've never seen them go at Alisson when he makes that. You know, I've never seen go to Edison when he makes that. Aaron Ramsdale, Eduardo Mendy, very many goalkeepers. You know, they've gone ahead to make very many howlers this season. And David De Gea has not gone ahead to do many that will go ahead and really make your ears really wow. No way. But these pundits are just capitalizing onto the player who doesn't hold a British passport. That's it. If you are doing a very good punditry job, I think the best analysis would be like this. All will be staged this way. The first goal changed the game and kept United out of the game because United was struggling. Harry Maguire was responsible for the first goal. The second goal, United marked poorly and they gave a free header to the player of Sevilla. The third goal, it's obviously David De Gea. But can I ask you a question? Did you see United getting any goal even when the game was still 2-0? No. So that of David De Gea's mistake that comes in through as a third goal, to me it's nothing. It's nothing to me because we are nowhere near scoring a goal. If I told the score was 2-1 and David De Gea gifted it that way, I would have gone ahead for him. You get? But this season, every time we've wanted David De Gea to stand in for us, he has gone ahead and done the needful for the club of Manchester United. So, people saying that it's not brilliant at his feet, this is the first season David De Gea is playing as a ball-playing goalkeeper. Credit has to be given to him. He's not going to learn this in just one season. That's it. And I think he was building confidence. So, this time around, confidence is building, and I think Ten Hag has gone ahead and really back him, and this is what he had to say about David De Gea. He said the following. David De Gea is the one with the most clean sheets in the Premier League. That shows he's a very capable goalkeeper. Now, one thing I've liked about Erik Ten Hag is to defend his players. That's it. And for David De Gea, he deserves to be protected, and that's why Ten Hag has gone ahead to really go ahead and really stand in for him, because it's not something that he does on a regular. That's it. When we look at the previous games, his ball distribution has been really great. That's it. But just yesterday, when we lost, everyone is going for him. But I like it when Erik Ten Hag comes in through and says, all right, David De Gea is my man. He has the most clean sheets in the league, you know. So, why go ahead and really slate him? And for that third goal, nobody is going to come out and really slate him. Do you know why? It was a cherry on the cake because the job was already done. We were nowhere near threatening the side of Sevilla to really go ahead. Secondly, I've seen Alson Baker versus Wolverhampton Wanderers and versus Real Madrid gifting a ball and then they concede. I've seen Edson Molares do the same. Aaron Ramsdale has been called a victim, you know, very many times. But because this narrative has been painted that David De Gea is not good at ball playing, when he makes one mistake, it erases all the good ball distributions he has made in the game, and obviously he's really labeled as the weak link in the team. He's not the weak link in the team. He's not the weak link in the team. So I would like the pundits to upgrade their game. They have to put their act together, see to it that they really come in with valid reasons. I understand we are not made with the same brains. God gave us different brains and thinking. That's why you see to it that if I told you to get 100 people to give you their reaction on the game of United versus Sevilla yesterday, you'll get different narratives. I've seen people coming out and even blaming David De Gea. Not David De Gea. Blaming Erik Ten Hag for really taking off Aaron Bissaka and to keep Dalot on the field of play. So everyone has his own narrative, you know, and we all see the game of football differently. But what makes some of us stand out is to really give you what we think is right, and most of you agree with us. But I'm not going to go all out and let David De Gea. that's not a given to me. It's not a given to me because I believe he did his job. He did his job. The only goal I blame David De Gea for is the third goal. But ask yourself, were we close to scoring a goal? No way. We are nowhere near scoring a goal. And people are not even coming out to talk about Harry Maguire injuring Anton Martial. You know, he costed us the first goal and he has gone ahead to really injure our striker who was really looking fired up. You know, it's very, 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 very unforgivable for that guy. And thank God that on Sunday, Harry Maguire is not playing. He is not playing. So let's wait and see how things are going to pan out. And this is United Matters channel. And let's go to another goalkeeper. Before we go that side, Ten Hag has gone ahead to really assert more about the loss to Sevilla. We are all disappointed not to advance to the next round, but most of all, we are disappointed with the performance. It was really bad. The opponent showed more desire to win this game, and he's right. He's right. He's right. But I think what keeps us out of this game is simple: the goal we concede. You know, there is a goal that you concede, and the team will say, "All right, we've gone ahead to concede a goal that was worth conceding," but that goal demoralizes the entire team. That's it. The entire team was left in disbelief after conceding that goal. And on top of it all, it was the captain who was supposed to really morale these players back who really did the mistake. So we capitulated because of that goal, and I think that goal costed us a lot. As I told you in the match reaction, that if that game ended 0-0 at half time, pressure would have gone ahead to increase on the side of Sevilla. That's it. And I think it would have gone our side. So I believe it's really one of those things that we should go ahead and really work upon, and let's wait and see how the weekend is going to go on and really unfold. Now, the other goalkeeper of United, who is really known as Dean Henderson, his manager Stephen Cooper has gone ahead to say the following: he hasn't returned to training. I hope he can play again this season. But to be honest, I don't know. The results are not conclusive yet, so we will see. There was a little setback. So, for me, Dean Henderson, one of those players I believe we should sell. We should sell. And I think he should be sold by Eric Ten Hag to get like £30 million from him. And then we get another goalkeeper at Manchester United. But it's very sad that he has seen himself injured almost for the last 2 quarters of the season. So I just find that as one of the hindrances that can see us get the amount of money that we want from him. But I think he also doesn't want to come to Manchester United because he's making requests of really being the first choice goalkeeper of United, of which that is not a given at Manchester United, because I think David De Gea is by far a better goalkeeper than Dean Henderson. So guys, your thoughts on Ten Hag backing David De Gea are welcome in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Muslims, enjoy your Eid al-Fitr, and Christians, I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And all the viewers of this channel, thank you for always keeping it United Matters channel. I sign out for now. See you later, my lovely mate.